I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Welcome back to another spooky episode with the Quarter Mile Podcast. I am one of your spookular hosts, CJ, and I am joined with the extra spooky, extra wooly sexy Drew David.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to our terrifyingly terrific episode. Look at us, more Halloween clothes.
You got on good color.
Yeah, we did orange last time, or maybe you did black. I don't remember. I did.
I think I did orange. No,
I was orange.
and I was black.
Cool. And then I found a purple shirt.
And now I'm back in black.
So look at it. We're holiday themed, spooky season.
We are.
Part 3 of our Halloween.
Excuse me. We have a guess why you said that.
Oh yeah, we do have a guest.
Keep going. Just keep talking.
Okay, I'll keep talking. We're in part 3. We're covering the movie Child's Play. And speaking of children that are playing, we did bring a special guest that CJ's readying right now as we speak.
Yeah, it's only because, I noticed that she was a little dirty.
Yeah, well, you had her in the cellar for who knows how long.
Forever. And I'm not supposed to bring her out, but welcome to Child's Play. We have our very own good guy doll. I'm so excited about this.
I love it. And this is legit like a good girl from the Good Guys.
Yeah, this is my girl. This is Cricket.
Cricket.
She has a brother. Her brother's name is Corky. You can always look that up, Cricket and Corky. I took her to school. I took her everywhere with me. I thought she was going to come alive. I'm still waiting for that.
This is it. This is when well, I don't think she'll come alive when the camera's rolling, but maybe.
Sure.
I don't know, maybe. She's looking like she might.
I think she will. I definitely think she will. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
We are talking about one of my another one of my favorite movies of all time. We're talking about what? Child's Play, the original Child's Play, not the 2000. What did you ask me about?
There was a 2019 one.
Yeah,
so not that one.
No.
Have you seen that? Was that any good?
I don't know.
No,
I have no idea. I've seen all the original, like the growing up Chucky when Andy, but no.
I did not realize that. I knew there was several in the series, but I did not realize how many children's playing there were. But yeah, this was the first time this is the first one I saw, first in the series.
How do you feel?
It was fun. It was good. It was in the same way that I liked Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I enjoyed the cheesiness of the movie. I enjoyed that there was some humor to it.
If you notice, guys, I'm trying to make sure that I don't scare my friend.
Well,
I'm trying to give him the movies that
we're going to talk about The Conjuring. Conjuring. Next
I don't know
week,
what you're talking
so,
about. Yeah, we are going to talk about that.
That's a different story for a different week. But I enjoyed this movie. I think it went on a little long. I think that's kind of been my general consensus with all the scary movies is that, they're frightful and scary at first and interesting, and then they just how long are you going to be chased by that doll? And he kept not dying.
But okay, because again, here's the thing: he can't die. He's in the spirit. You can't kill a spirit.
Okay, yes, but how did they eventually kill him? They shot him in the heart.
They shot him in the heart.
Right, and so it's like. That was.
It wasn't that long. It was just an hour and 20.
I mean, I know I need to I know we have to have a little bit of disbelief when we're watching these movies. We can't rationalize it too much. You're telling me
what
this doll who's turning into human, which is why he's wanting to get the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Can feel pain when he's shot in the arm. It hurts. He's got the but all that burning and he's still moving around. And it's not until you shoot him in the heart that actually kills him. The rules of his pain, man. I don't. Something doesn't add up.
Yeah, it's like something didn't transfer when they were doing the nebula.
Yeah.
Does it nebula? Like when they were doing it, something didn't transfer. Like when he's the give me the power, I beg of you, something did not transfer. But it can be killed. Like the man said, you must do it with the heart.
Okay. So then I guess if you're doing a movie like this, you have to give it a you have to give him a death. He's just not invincible. Although apparently it didn't work because there's a Chucky too. So
there's a Chucky too, and then there's a bride of Chucky,
and there's children of Chucky. Which does that mean they're procreating?
Yeah, somehow that happened.
That is a nasty. That the implications of what's going on with these dolls.
Somehow that happened, but right. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. This was made in 19. What? It came out on my mom's birthday, November 9th.
How about that?
What? I cannot wait to tell her that. She's going to hate that. It came out in...
Is she a scary movie buff as well? No, she's very much not.
She's not. She's more like a Western. She'll look at an old Western, or she'll look at just a good movie. Like if it's a good movie, she'll watch it. But if it's scary, she's not for scary.
Fair. Good for her. I feel the same.
Like half of those books, if you guys see that, literally, I know you all think I went out and bought them, but no. I only bought maybe 4 out of all of those books. My mother gave me everything back.
That's nice of her.
Yeah, we do a library thing.
That's cool.
So fun. So let's get back. Yeah, it came out in 1988. I was not supposed to watch it, so I was a baby. Came out of the United States. How much it was budget was $9 million. Mm-hmm. How much do you think it grossed? I'm not going to do opening weekend. I just want to know.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and back then everything cost a little bit less and made a little bit less. So I'm going to guess 80 mil.
It only made 44 mil, 196, 684.
Huh. So back then, was that considered a good, or is that pretty
I'm
low?
pretty sure that was pretty good in 1988. Okay, absolutely. What genre do you think this is? We know it's horror.
Yeah, I was going to say horror. Would this be like gory slasher?
You're so close. It's thriller.
Thriller. Okay.
You're so close.
What constitutes a thriller? Is that just like jumps and stuff?
Yes. So that's exactly what it is. So thrills would be like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Let's get into the cast of it. Let's look and see who did it. Let's go back to our cast members, because I've been working and everything is like jumbled up and everywhere. But let's go. So Catherine Hicks plays Karen Barkley, which is the mom.
She's. I like to think the Child's Play series is in the same universe as Seventh Heaven.
I would like.
This was like her first marriage or something like that.
I think so. I hate you for noticing.
Then she married the pastor, and from Seventh Heaven, and had a bunch of other kids.
Oh, you're right.
And we don't know what happened to this kid.
Oh, you're right. Chris Sarandon was Mike Norris. The cutie patootie Alex Vincent was Andy Barkley. Brad Dourif was Charles Lee Ray. And Charles Lee Ray was, of course, the serial killer. Mm-hmm. Maggie Peterson, Dinah Manoff, Tommy Swertlow, Jack Santos, Jack Colvin, Dr. Ardmore. He killed that doctor, dude.
Yeah, he so did.
Nate Gluntel, Eddie Caputo. That was one of my favorites.
Who did he play?
He played Eddie Caputo.
No, wait, who was Eddie?
Oh, Neil Guntoli.
Okay, and then so what character was that?
Eddie Caputo was like the one of his like henchmen and.
Okay, yeah. So probably at the beginning, then. Yeah.
Tom Holland directed it.
Not to be confused with Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, not that Tom Holland. Tom Holland directed it. Mm-hmm. It did pretty decent. It didn't do bad. It got like a 6.7 out of 10.
I think this movie was interesting because, and this, a lot of people, because whenever, just shameless plug, whenever every Tuesday or whenever before we watch a movie, I'll post on it social media and get people's opinions, and you can share yours. But a lot of people agreed with me in that, like, this was a unique plot.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not so much now, but like when it came, like that's one of the things I did enjoy about it when I was watching it, was I was kind of captivated by the storyline. Like, I was like, okay. This is something.
I thought the storyline was fun. The fact that I'm looking at my doll.
Mm-hmm. She still hasn't said anything, huh?
All right, well, I'm just going to check. I'm just going to keep checking. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, is this going to happen in real life?
Dude, what if this was when Cricket came to life?
Oh my God. She would be so mad at me.
And had such strong opinions about what would Cricket talk to us about, whether it's Child's Play or do you think she'd have any beef
I definitely think Cricket would be really upset with me because I made her watch Child's Play.
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying? Like I took this doll everywhere. Do you hear me? If I went on vacation, this doll went on vacation. And then when I got the brother, I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna come to life.
Whatever happened to the brother?
He's down in Chattanooga.
Oh, okay. So you separated them.
Yeah, so the thing was, I was like, Andy, I had to have the doll. That's the thing. But my dolls had to talk.
Of course.
They had to talk.
Yeah.
Like my Teddy Ruxpin talked. My Jill talked. My baby, the doll had to do something.
Of course, it can't just be a doll.
It's gotta be a doll.
Who wants that?
Then that's.
If they're not coming to life and trying to kill your family, are they really a doll?
No. Are they though? Are they though, Drew? So let's get into some of these user reviews. Now, I got some good ones and then I got some bad ones. Do you want to hear the bad ones first?
Let's do. I like hearing the bad ones first so that we can like be positive and bring ourselves back to if it gets too negative, the doll really might come to life, and we don't want that. Might bash us over the head with the microphone.
Well, here is one of the reviews that Drew is actually you almost talked about this.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah. So it is bad because the title of this is the concept is not even original, but it is bad because I found it so hard to believe this thing was coming to life. Sorry, folks. As a comedy, it's wonderful, even though Scary Movie was better. But call me jaded. Nothing scares me anymore. After a few films, the genre was done for me way back when. This is a 2000 review.
Okay. I mean, so they're watching a 1988 movie with the lens of a 2000 person. That's what I'm realizing with like this movie and with Nightmare on Elm Street is now we've had so many rip-off similar things.
I agree.
When we watch it, we're like, real original. But like back then, it was really,
and that's and that's what I wanted to do because I was like, I wanted to find a review that wasn't that old.
Mhm.
I wanted to see like, okay, let me just go to 2000, 2005.
And with these thriller scary movies, it's kind of like, where do you draw the line of unbelievability? Like, sure, all this possession and ghosts and supernatural stuff, people are like, yeah, that's totally fine. But a doll coming to life? No. Like, it's like, I'm sure there's another plane of existence, but like...
Because dolls can come to life.
Yeah, I don't know.
It says, but call me jaded. Nothing scares me anymore. After a few films, the genre was done for me way back when. The concept, did you read this?
Maybe this was me. Maybe I blacked out.
Now, Enrique Sanchez. No, this is Enrique.
No, that's my screen name.
I love that. You look like an Enrique. The concept of having a doll come to life for evil purpose was used a few times by Rod Sterling in the old Twilight Zone series. What does this movie contribute to the genre of really being afraid? Folks, have we run out of completely new ideas? The only thing that would frighten me is if cheesy movies like this were only kinds we could see. Now that's a horror.
Okay.
Wow. I wonder if one day it will ever get accomplished to writers to contribute to horror flicks. That is, instead of nerdy, overgrown horror fan wannabes. Maybe there is hope in a real plot, and a real plot will emerge from the hot air. And maybe just maybe we can get these villains to have some really interesting motives that are not hackneyed. Maybe Spielberg will make a really good one day. Well, I can dream, can't I?
That guy was like morally offended.
And I don't know if I liked that one because it's very mean.
It was very mean spirited, but also he's the thing is because when I was looking this up, yeah, the first talking doll scary thing happened in Twilight Zone with Talkie Tina, but Chucky was the second one, so it's not like the theme had been overused at that point,
right? I get that. And here's another one. Toys are bad. Don't buy them. Don't judge a book by its cover, especially if it's not a toy that is called Good Guy. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Way More Family Friends Jingle All the Way. Child's Play shows us the really bad behavior of a normal little kid that is influenced by TV commercials and consumerism. He wants a toy, he gets the toy, and he is haunted by the toy. Be careful what you wish for. Basically, it's like the Crow in reverse. Here's a bad guy gets shot, comes back as a puppet, and haunts the people he hates. I love how the camera stayed on the level of the kid and the puppet, but everything else was just nostalgia. A very simple, not very scary horror movie.
I do agree with that last line. It was simple and not scary, and which is why I probably enjoyed it. Like I still, after watching the movies we watched for the spooky season, I still don't like being scared. I don't find it fun, but these dumb old ones, and I say dumb not in like a derogatory term, but like, just kind of dumb and fun to watch. I feel that.
And I'm going to give you one good one.
Okay, good.
You ready? The original Chucky is the greatest one in the series because it's an actual horror movie with almost no jokes, and Chucky is actually the antagonist, unlike everything of Child's Play 2. But one thing that Zero think, it took too long for the first kill for a slasher.
That's true. It did take a while to kind of get to the scariness. Like, it did a lot of plot development. You know who I wanted him to kill that he never got? And it made sense. What was the mom's name? Not her. I didn't want her to be the one, but whatever her name was.
Maggie?
Maggie's boss.
Oh my God.
Oh, that guy. From the moment we had that one awful scene with him, I was like, I hope Chucky kills him.
Oh my God.
I think that would have been a fun. I don't know how that would work in the overall story, but that guy needed to die.
Oh, he needed to die.
He was, yeah.
All right, we're going to pause real quick. I'm going to go get Danae. Coming right back. So we have a very special guest that just kind of dropped in. I'm not going to say unannounced because this was it was a special invited guest. And I'm going to introduce this guest. This guest is Danae Oglesby. Give it up. Bam, 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 bam. The lover of scary movies herself.
The lover of all things spooky.
I mean, she does. Like this child. Like what was the pajamas that you had on the other day? Were those Jason Friday the 13th?
Jason. We went to Walmart. I had no reason to buy Jason onesie, but it had a cute little mask as the hood. So I was like, hey, I'm in.
Yeah.
And it was 100 degrees in Florida, but it didn't matter.
It did not matter. That's what she was doing. That we were down in Destin last weekend, and she literally brought out her Halloween
Had to
onesie.
In one of our last episodes, CJ called you Danae. She said you were the queen of all things scary.
Queen.
I take it.
Of all things scary.
Thank you, boo.
Like, did I tell you that I bought her like a little, what was it? A 7-Up? Was it?
A little Fanta.
It was a Fanta.
Fanta, Chucky Fanta.
Chucky Fanta.
And
Fanta said, is in the orange soda? Like
the soda.
But they have a Halloween flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Was it good?
Chucky on it. I will not open it because I'm that girl. It had Chucky on it. It's collectible now.
There we go.
It's with the rest of my spooky collectibles at the house.
So what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, that's a good one. So my favorite franchise, my favorite movie that I could always watch is always Halloween.
Okay. So that's your franchise.
That's my franchise. My favorite all-time scary movie is a movie that probably not many people have heard of because I'm old, but it is a movie called The Changeling.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It is very scary, but during the time that I saw this movie, way back in the day, like it was either the late 70s or early 80s, there were things happening to me in my home, spooky things that had a lot of parallels from the movie. So my child brain put together like,
your child brain?
That is terrifying.
What is happening?
Yeah, that is something else.
It was a lot, but that's one of my favorite. And then since we're talking about dolls and creepy little people, it was a movie called Magic with Anthony Hopkins. If you have not seen it, look it up. It's free. I swear, I think I saw it free on Tubi.
Okay.
Look it up.
Okay.
He's a ventriloquist.
His thing, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
I was like, he was born to be a creepy scary movie.
Born. Sir,
that voice.
If we could ever, Sir Anthony Hopkins, if we could ever get you on this podcast,
love to have you.
Like, we would love to have you. I just want to pick your brain because it's Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Because you are creepy and why?
Like, dude, you're the best. Or Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. I'm sure they're listening to the Quarter Mile podcast.
Listen, we'll send it to them. You know, we'll send it.
We will. Speaking of listening to, let's listen to something. I like to do like goofs and like funny things that happen in a movie.
Yeah.
So here's a funny little goof. The babysitter gets pushed backwards out of the window. However, in the next scene, she is falling face down.
Yeah, about that fall. That was when the effects were a little dated.
That was a little dated.
Like the slow motion fall. I felt bad. That lady was just doing her best.
She's just doing her best.
There was another one where I liked it. When Chucky follows Andy home and drops him from the chimney and kicks the covers off. It's obvious that it's not Chucky. It's just a real person dressed as Chucky.
Wait, you mean the real doll wasn't moving?
No.
It was the effect.
It was the effect.
That was actually the child of one. It was either the child or the sister of one of the directors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, they had it was like a couple of kids, and that was going to be my next one. Like, she gave it to us. It was a couple of the director's kids that were in the movie. and then a couple of dwarfs. Like here's the last one. Chucky is obviously being played by a dwarf stunt double when he runs up to the doctor to put the electrical device on his head. Now that was a dwarf, but there were kids as well.
That's cool. That's interesting. So, do you think did they bring the same dwarf for future movie? I don't know if you're like, I don't know what
say.
Do they have is there someone out there who's like, my credit is every time it didn't show Chucky's face but he was moving, that's me.
Don't know. But the one thing that I was trying to figure out was this was not a part of the New Line Cinema.
I think I read that this one was the only one that wasn't part of whatever all the other ones are part of.
Yeah, New Line, like what I was talking about last week, New Line Cinema, like they got something coming out right now. Mm-hmm. Like New Line Cinema, they bring the scary.
New Line,
Blumhouse, and
there's a couple others, but New Line is always for me.
Yeah, that's my top.
Yeah.
That's my top to go to. If I'm going to a franchise, it is definitely going to. If I want to be scared, I'm going to New Line.
Okay, so what are some of the ones that New Line does?
All of Freddy.
All of Freddy.
Yes. Okay. All of Freddy. Didn't he do all of Halloween?
Absolutely.
All of Halloween. Mm-hmm. I want to say they've done Pinhead. You know what?
They might have done Hellraiser.
I want to say they did.
But what I loved is, like I said, with the little people and different people, they had not a team of either 9 or 10 guys who were responsible for the animatronics. Mm-hmm. One was specifically for the face and the facial expressions of Chucky, which it looks really funny because it looks like he has a jock strap.
Really? Yeah.
Face, when he's doing the facial expressions. And they had 9 people to do the puppetry mess.
Yeah.
Magic, yeah. And I love watching that, but then regardless, they wanted it to look as real as it could for the time. Mm-hmm. So that's why they had to call in the reinforcements.
Well, they did pretty good. They did
pretty good.
And now what we want to get into this read. We want you to read for us.
And apparently, CJ printed out the entire screenplay.
I did not.
It's usually like a couple paragraphs. But Donna's coming. Let's give her an entire book.
Let's just give me the book. You want me to read the book? You want me to read the screenplay for you?
Little bit. But she has to read it in the voice of Chucky. Let's see if she can do it.
This is a win for us either way, whether you're fantastic or not at being Chucky.
I'm so terrible.
All I know is this is going to be good for me. Because I'm so ready for this.
Are we ready?
Are we
ready?
So ready.
All right. I'm very nervous, but here we go.
Boo.
All right. Listen up, you little jerks.
All right.
I sound like that anyway. This is my natural voice. I'm not being Chucky. This is my voice. This is the flick that introduced me, the greatest horror icon with a hell of a sense of humor. This movie starts with old Charles Lee Ray getting plugged full of holes by the cops, but I didn't die. I ain't that easy to kill. I do a little voodoo, hocus pocus, and bam, I'm a good guy doll. Cute, huh? Yeah, until I open my mouth. The real meat of this movie is when the kid Andy Barkley brings me home. Sweet kid. Too trusting. I mean, come on. His mom buys him a smiling doll that talks. And no one notices when I start cussing up a storm. Classic. Anyway, this movie's jam-packed with me getting creative, pushing babysitters out of windows, messing with moms, and trying to get out of this plastic prison before it's permanent. What I love about Child's Play, it's a slow burn. At first you're wondering, is Andy nuts? Is the doll really alive? And then what do you know? It's me, baby. All teeth and knife. This special effects, top notch for the time. Mm-hmm. My movements are creepy as hell, and the puppeteering makes me look alive enough to give you nightmares. Trust me, I've seen the way some of you still won't let your kids near dolls after this. As for the finale, oh boy, let's just say I take one hell of a beating. Shot, burned, shredded, you name it. But I keep coming back. I always come back. That's the fun of it. You think the doll's toast, and then wham, here I am, still cracking wise and reaching for the knife. So, what's the final verdict? Child's Play is a damn classic. Scares, laughs, and pint-sized psycho turned horror legend all rolled into one. On my very own Chucky scale, I give it a blood-splattered 9 out of 10 to the chest. And remember, I'm your friend to the end. Howdy ho. Ha ha ha.
Okay. Okay.
Cheers.
That was wonderful. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink,
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 clink.
clink.
That was
I
good.
love it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this movie was just so good for me. I was not supposed to watch it, but this was probably, I literally
Did you
was.
get a whooping for this one
You
too?
already know I did. One day I'm going to call my mama and be like, Mama, will you tell him I got a whooping for watching Child's Play?
One day we need to get your mama on this podcast. Let's
Okay.
review. Let's review one of her
Honey.
favorite movies.
Ooh, yes. That would be fun. Claudette is funny.
To it.
She's so funny. But yeah, no, I love this movie, you know. You want to get into the
Yeah.
I mean,
When you read that review, it made me think of something. When they said that the beginning of the plot summary was talking about how it was like shocking that it was like a doll that came to life. I feel like it wasn't shocking at all. Like I feel like it was so obvious, right? You know,
Yeah.
and maybe it's because we're coming in from here versus the 80s when it came out, but like that opening scene lets you know exactly what was going to go on.
that's all I'm saying. Like, you can't be shocked that he literally went there. I got to find something.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something.
Which is weird. Thank God he got shot in a toy shop. Like, what if he was like in a linens department or
Right.
something? Like, what are you gonna come to life as?
Water treatment.
Yeah,
You know?
He
right.
would have died in an Ace Hardware.
Yeah, he just comes to life as a hammer. And just goes around.
Oh, wow. No, a chainsaw.
Ooh, a chainsaw, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool.
They
No.
Do they ever?
did.
I know they do like Freddy versus Jason. Has Chucky ever gone up against any of the?
No.
No.
I want to see Chucky versus Annabelle.
Listen, it could be Chucky and Annabelle. It could be Chucky
Oh.
and Megan. It could be little Tina. What's her? Little,
Talking Tina from Twilight
Tina.
Zone. Yeah,
It could be Talking Tina.
No, I want to see him go up against Annabelle. I don't think Chucky will win.
I don't think so either. I haven't even seen
Not
much of
against
Animal.
Annabelle?
Just from that one movie with her barely in it. Because
She's a baddie.
next week we're talking about Conjuring.
Yeah, Conjuring. Yeah,
Conjuring,
no,
yeah.
I'm just no. Who you thinking? Who you think Chucky could go up against? I think he could go up against Freddy.
I think that'd be what would be fun about that movie would be their dialogue, their quips to each other.
And that is what took me out of both of those franchises.
Okay.
I don't want to kill her with dialogue.
Okay.
I want to kill her to kill. I want to kill her to just creep me out, scare me, pop up, do the things, and go away.
See, maybe that's why
I love how different we are on that because I find that was some of my favorite. That was my favorite part when we watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was just his dumb comments he made as he killed people that had something related to how they died. And then like I liked Chucky, like when they're going up the elevator and the woman's like, that's a creepy doll. And he like as it goes up, he's like, dumb bitch.
Yeah.
So, like I want my killers to have a bit of a sense of humor. I want them to not be it makes them like it makes them more humanized to me. I wanna be able to feel like I'd maybe be able to hang out with my killer.
I want him to be paranormal. I want him to be creepy, spooky. I want him to be, this is not familiar.
You just want him to kill you.
I don't know what to do.
Yep.
I just want you to show up, creep me out, and kill me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
There we go.
I would like to go back and forth with my killer. Maybe a little quip there.
Yeah.
You would.
I would. Like, are you?
Let's talk about this before you do it.
Do you really want to though, guy? Come on, come on.
I would have a dance battle with Megan though,
Oh,
because she got down in the movie. So
she did.
Oh, did you? Which movie she's? I don't even know. I don't.
Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, she's creepy.
I don't know if I want to do a dance battle with her,
would,
but because I know I would lose.
and she'd get served.
Exactly.
I serve her.
You would serve
You-
Megan. You would die.
Girl, I would.
You know who I want to do one with? The girl from The Ring.
Oh wait, now yeah,
Exactly. That bitch got
she might be able to pop
pop,
off.
pop, pop.
There we go. Drop some. Yeah. I. You know what? I hate dancing so much. I wish I didn't, but I do. I've always hated it.
I don't want to do a good two-step.
I think if a killer came out and was like, "I'm gonna kill you, but first we're gonna have a dance off, and you might be able to save your life," I'd be like, you know what? Just kill, just kill, me. Just like I would rather. Yeah, I think I really would. Now, another question we've asked in the past 2 episodes is because to me, the thing about the scary movies is like, I would be done with that doll so soon. I would have from the if I was that babysitter and I saw it come back, oh my, we'd be throwing that thing out the window already. I would. At what point would you have like sent Chucky back?
The first time, not that I would need to second guess myself.
Yeah.
The first time he looked like he did something weird, he's out.
Yeah.
What was the first time when he was in the kitchen?
It was the news.
The news.
He turned
The news.
the minute that TV goes back on.
When she was in the kitchen, that's right.
The mom going and buying like $100 doll from a homeless weird
a
dude
homeless
for
peddler
$30,
ma'am.
in the
like,
alley.
She said,
she looks like she has more sense than that.
No, she didn't,
doesn't.
because she listened to her stupid friend. Come on.
Yeah, that would have been my first, like, let's not go to this, because I mean later in the movie you see what kind of creep that dude is. So like, I'm just saying, don't.
Here's my question. Did he not move his body before he died? Oh no, that's right. He tried to get back into Andy. He was trying to put his body.
He was trying to get into Andy, but he didn't know that getting into Andy was the thing that could keep him alive.
Not at first. Then once he did, that was his like whole
thing. And then he went and tortured the voodoo
priest,
and then killed him. Like, okay, well now you told me.
Was the voodoo priest?
Like as an actor or like a person? He looked kind of familiar, but
he looked like the man that's in Madonna's "Like a Prayer"
video.
Maybe that's him. Also, like, what a weird line of work. Like,
I'm not crazy. That is that man.
It might be because
we gonna look it up.
I am.
As you're doing that, I realized that when watching this movie, this is an appreciation I've had with the horror movies. It's the main characters. The amount of acting that they have to do to be that scared. Like I was in this movie, I was really impressed with the mom. Of course, we already know she was a good actor or whatever, but she played her part really well. Yeah. Like all that screaming and running around from a fake I mean, unless they have the dwarf trying to kill you, it's a doll for most of it. And then I was also equally as impressed with Andy in the scene where, like, when he's in, I guess, the mental hospital, and he's so scared, like he's on that chair and he gets down, and it doesn't that like break your heart a little bit?
I was like, oh, poor baby.
Yeah, and
sorry, Andy.
John Bishop.
Is that him? Okay.
Known as Dr. Death. He was Charlie Ray's. That's why, because he was Charlie Ray's voodoo instructor. That's why he tortured him.
Yeah.
Wait. He was okay. So he taught Charlie Ray, who was Chucky, to go into the. And I don't know, like that's a weird way to thank the guy that helped you save your life. I don't know.
Well, that's because he didn't want him to continue to cause havoc. He was like, "You just gonna have to stay there."
Yeah.
Why did you even put your body? Why did you even put your soul in there?
What a weird time to have a change of heart for a voodoo priest. Like, well, now that I see this actually happening, I don't think this is a very good idea. Yeah, no shit.
Like
he said, but what I love about it, two recurring themes in most horror movies that I love. One is that it's an aggravation to me because why do you not believe if my child told me, hey, there's a man in the closet and he's talking to me, or that doll just started talking to me. He said his name is Charles Lee Ray. Well, why would my child at this age know somebody's name, Charles Lee Ray, who happens to be on the news and my baby doesn't watch the news?
Yeah.
His name is Charles.
Yeah. And I like how that's an homage to the Three Killers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like Charles Manson,
Lee Harvey Oswald, and Ray.
I was about to say Charles Lee Ray.
No,
Ray Charles.
No,
Ray Charles. Yes,
Ray Charles was
he killed it on those keys, man.
He killed it on.
You are so funny.
That is cool, though. I did not know that about his name. That's
James Earl Ray. James Earl Ray.
And then the second thing that I love is that with the voodoo, I think that with anything energy wise or powers or magic, people don't realize there's an equal and opposite reaction to everything that you do and put out. So yeah, you might have been able to conjure up this spell and Adedewidembala yourself into somebody, but you didn't realize, no, it's not that you could just transfer to a body.
You have to transfer
to the first person that
saw you alive.
So that's why Chucky got hemmed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't, so it's like you can't just do it because you have this power. It is, okay, you have to do it, but there's a catch.
Okay.
So
because he was praying to a deity.
They never think about that.
They never think about that.
No.
I mean, like, I feel like if he was a little bit more intelligent, he'd probably have made better life decisions. He wouldn't be the
Give me the power, I beg of you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what he said.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. But I'm actually afraid of clowns. Don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
Okay, I'm terrified of clowns. It's way better now at this age, but clowns, dolls.
I don't blame you on the clown. Like, so then, as a scary movie buff, you probably don't do like the It and the.
Yes, she does.
I absolutely do.
Okay.
I was just about to say Jinx. Yes, she does. She'll do It.
But I usually do something to make it more tolerable for myself. So I may have a drink or something before,
Just
and then
all those feelings.
Yeah, like
all the emotions, and then I just never watch it at home by myself.
I get why people don't like clowns, because to me, clowns is like the most useless profession. They're neither. They're like what's a clown supposed to be? Funny. When have you ever seen a funny clown? Like, right? Like
I've never heard you say.
they're just
only seen clowns that terrify me.
yeah, they're only scary, which is not the point.
diabolical.
Which is not the point of a clown. Like it is.
You are correct.
They're just kind of useless.
Like when I was a child, I could watch a horror movie, no problem. Take me to the circus, I'm running.
Absolutely not.
Like legitimately, I'm not doing that with you.
I almost got I do not know if this will make it to the actual podcast episode, but this is just a fun story. I almost got beat up by a clown comedian. Yeah, this was years ago. Yeah, this is a story worth sharing. His stage name was the Disgruntled Clown.
I know who you're talking about.
And it's funny because people have over the years, I've heard other comedians have stories about the Disgruntled Clown. Like it's almost like an urban legend at this point. But he was dressed up as an unhappy clown, right? And then he also had, I didn't know this at the time, he also had like big platform. So he looked like he was 8 feet tall. He looked 7, 8 feet tall. So that's already scary. When I was asked specifically to open for him, because like the booker knew that I was very good at like following instructions, and he had a specific intro that you have to say. And I was supposed to do 12 to 15 minutes, but I had a killer set. I had like, I remember this because it was at this time, it didn't happen to me that often, but I had 3 applause breaks. So my 15-minute set maybe went to like 16 or 17 minutes. Not that big of a deal, but I went over time. That's important. And then I don't remember what the intro was, but I remember I messed it up just a little bit, like just not even that big of a deal. So, but then I bring this guy up, and he shows up, and I'm like, "Hey, man," I shake hands as we're transferring mics, and the first thing he just says to me is like, "Get a fucking wash." And then he spends 30 minutes of his hour like bashing me. And at first, though, I'm seeing this disgruntled clown, and I'm like, that's just his stage character. Like, this is just what he does. And then it started getting like way more personal. Like, and it kept going. It's like, this might be like a real, yeah. And then I was still young enough where nowadays, if that, I would have just left. I was like, all right, I did my spot, time to go, but back then I was still like, oh, well, they're the headliner. They deserve my respect. I need to go up and like shake his hand afterwards and thank him for letting me do this show. And so afterwards I went up and I shook his hand, and he started yelling at me off stage. But again, I'm thinking this guy's 8 foot tall. He's looking down on me, yelling at me. And every time you're being yelled at in an argument, there's always that point where like they stop and you either apologize or you fight back or whatever. I was so confused. I'm not a conflict guy. I was so bewildered that the words that left my mouth were, "I'm sorry, are you serious? I can't tell because you're dressed up as a clown."
Yeah, tell him, take those platforms off and say it to my face like a man. Take those shoes off.
And then of course afterward, the bar people were like, "Are you going to the after party? The clown's going to be there." I was like, "I'm definitely not going." Nope. And so this was back when I was living in Memphis, and so for like that whole next week, whenever people brought me up on stage, the intro was, "This next comedian almost got into a fight with a clown this week."
Love it.
So,
I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that story.
Well,
I don't mess with clowns either. So
I've never fought or almost fought a clown. I've run away from many.
That's why you don't fight them. Just run.
My husband took me to a haunted thing in.
I'm sorry, did you say husband?
Husband, because he was my husband. He is not now.
Well, okay.
Thank you. Use that. You can have.
I love that term, husband. I wish more. Ex-husband is so last century. Let's
husband.
Husband. I'm going to start using that.
You should have it.
It doesn't work for wives, though.
No, it doesn't.
Well, we'll figure something out for that.
I'll think of it. But he takes me to a haunted house in Gatlinburg. And I messed up and asked the people going in. I said, "Hey, are there clowns in here?" They said, "No. This is like a mortuary. This is a mortuary, thing, funeral thing." "Oh, okay, great." So we get in there. I'm holding his hand. We're talking. And then all of a sudden, I say, I buried into his back. And I'm squeezing his hand. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" So there's a clown over there. There's a clown. I'm trying to be low because the clown can't figure out who it was in line that asked. because he came out for the express purpose of trying to scare me. So I just pretended that it wasn't him and it wasn't me. And so then I turned him around. I'm like breaking his hand while pretending to be cuddling up to him. And he was a football player, and I messed up because I actually hurt his hand. I injured his hand. He had to like go and
You messed up his career.
Damn. Gina.
He was a husband and he was a football player.
He was a player.
True. You're on the road today.
But he's not wrong.
True.
But yeah.
Came off the 11-day tour and still crushing. Nice.
That's my closest run-in as an adult with a clown. That I almost broke
I think I told you guys this in the last episode. I was in a movie that deals with clowns, and it was called just
Clowns.
No, not just clown. I can't think of it right now.
I also don't think you did tell us this. I think this is a original story.
It depends. It was called It Depends, and we shot that in Kentucky. I had to stay up there for about 3 or 4 days, and it was during the time when people were dressing up as clowns in Nashville.
Yes,
that was a terrible time for me.
And so I had to actually go and shoot with people like that. So yeah. So okay, we are going to get into my favorite scene.
Do we want to rate the movies first? Rate the movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We have to explain to her.
So we have because we are originally a Fast and Furious themed movie rewatch podcast. Mm-hmm. Harkening back to our season 1,
right?
We have what we call a Too Fast, Too Furious rating system. So Too Fast is you loved the movie, it was great, your life is better because of it. Fast is you liked it, Furious is you didn't like it, and then Too Furious is you hated it, and your life is less than because of it.
Okay.
So
as the guest, we will give you the first one.
Okay, so Fast. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I give it because I really enjoy it. I can still look at it, but I'm never going home and say, okay, well, let me sit down and watch Child's Play. And I hate the remakes even more than I hate the original. So it was good. And
is there more than one? I thought the remake was just the 2019 one. Is there multiple remakes?
Well, there's one remake, but then there's about 5 or 6 Chucky movies after that.
Oh, okay.
So like Brad Dourif, who does his voice, moves on. Once he comes out of the franchise, his daughter comes in. And then she's a character now. She's a real life character, but then she's haunted by the Chucky doll. And it's just a mess. I mean, they could have just made the first one and left it alone. That would have been great.
I like Chucky 1 and Chucky 2 and then Bride of Chucky. That was it for me.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's good. It's fast.
Okay.
You already know where I'm going too fast because when I watched it, it made my life better because I thought all dolls were going to come alive and then maybe we could be friends. As you see.
That is so funny that you watched Chucky and you thought maybe we could be friends. That whole never once in that movie.
You have to realize I was a very lonely child. I had a dog and books and my grandma and I was in the hospital a lot. So
and you wanted a killer doll.
That's funny to me because like you know how like women are like with like guys like I can fix him. CJ's watching Child's Play and she's like yeah, but if he was my doll, we'd be friends.
We'd be friends. He'd be fine.
Like you have to realize, like I literally thought I could go out and talk to animals. Like, oh my God, I'm Elvira. So
you still do.
I mean, you can talk to them until your heart's content. I'm sure
I feel like they talk back to me.
Okay,
I'm telling you, they do.
You know,
a little lizard was talking to me the other day.
You know that kind of like that.
She was scared of the.
That helps me understand you a little bit better because I have heard you talk to your dog multiple times. And I've heard it where it's almost as if there's like a conversation I'm not hearing.
Yes.
Because it is.
Like we were in the water, we were in the ocean the other day, and she was like, oh my God, what is this? I was like, girl, it's just a fishy.
A crab was on my toe. It wasn't a fish. It was a whole crab.
Yeah.
It was a blue crab. It was a blue crab.
There's no good crab to be on your foot.
No, I don't want an animal touching me. Let's just be together.
Let me just watch it on TikTok. That's my kind of animal.
The people are not touching me. Don't touch me, crab, please.
Anyway, what do you feel?
And I love how much y'all love this movie. I'm gonna give it a Furious. I know. I'm sorry.
No, I get it.
Yeah. I the beginning. We were saying this earlier. It was a captivating plot, and especially when you think about like it had the whole doll thing hadn't been overdone yet. So and just that I liked how they explained how he got into the doll. I I got bored with the movie towards the end. It wasn't really my thing. And like I'm I it's just like
Sorry, his
I
fire.
I just struggle to care about it, which is funny because I know when, from conversations about Fast and Furious, this is how people feel about Fast and Furious when I'm talking about it. So like I know it's a different genre and different thing, but like, well, it's like when we watched Nightmare on Elm Street,
Right.
I was like, I actually enjoyed that movie. I gave it a fast. I was like, I enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed the goofiness of it. And I did enjoy the goofiness. I just didn't care about the plot that much. Like I didn't.
You didn't care about a doll coming to life.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I just was like, whatever. So yeah, like there's some movies. Like when we watched the second Jumanji, and I was like, I'd watch the sequel. This was one where even though there's 6 billion other children's playing, I was like, I'm not going to pick up. So yeah, so respectfully, I'll give it a Furious.
All right, we got 3 different reviews. I like that. But now we get to play my favorite game, and this one is I want you to guess which one is my favorite kill.
Ooh, I like that. So for context, this is CJ's best bit. And during spooky season, it's been completely CJ's picking the scenes. She's going to give us 3 scenes. It's kind of like 2 truths and a lie. We're going to pick her favorite kill.
Okay.
If you guess correctly, I get a point.
Okay.
If you guess incorrectly, she gets a point.
Got it.
We're currently at 2-0.
Okay.
She has the opportunity to tie it up or get a point, or I hate to say it, but if we both guess correctly, we'll still play it next week, but it won't matter because I've won.
Because you won. Yeah.
This season. So, yeah.
Okay.
So
did y'all hear that? I hope y'all heard that in the mic. I'm sick of him. I will win this bitch. Sick of Drew.
I lost in season 2. It's never gonna happen again.
I've had so much fun doing this podcast with this guy over here. Like I have gotten I already loved him. That's why I was like, oh, I want to do this podcast with you. But this fool over here is a nut, and I love this guy, man. Like this. I
need the backstory because he feels like my people, so I need to know more about him. I need to be in his spaces more often.
Is when we met during comedy.
I'm sure, yeah.
And then it just kind of I kind of always look up to Drew because he's like the clean comedian and he's funny, but he has a really funny, stupid streak that he doesn't know that he has, that he's showing right now that he's like, dude, you stupid as hell. And when he put out that he wanted a podcast host, I was like, I want to do it with you.
Me, huh?
Yeah, like we don't talk a lot, but when we talk, we always have good conversations, and we always shoot the stuff together. So,
but that's you. You can sit here and talk to that doll, and she'll start talking back.
I hope so.
She does. That's what we're hoping for.
I know
it hasn't happened yet,
but
there were some ominous things in between this where we were like, maybe this is it. This is when cricket.
But yeah, no, like that's what it was. I just wanted to hang out with him.
I appreciate you saying that because, and what's funny is I don't know if I told you this, but like when I was posting, I needed a new podcast host. This sounds bad. Well, maybe you guys won't take it badly at all, but plenty of other like straight other white guys were responding, and I was like, I already have one of those on the podcast. I don't need. And that's what even in starting this podcast, I want 2 different perspectives. I want and just nobody was like. I mean, they were nice enough, but I was like, I'm not. And then CJ was like, I'm interested. I'm like, well, I feel like I can go ahead and just.
I love this Ebony and Ivory situation. I love it.
Yeah. So and in fact, one of my CJ, you know Sean T. Hughes. He was like watching that, and as soon as he's like, dude, you should get like CJ is your only good option there. Like I was like.
I effing love Sean. He's going to let me babysit one day. I'm telling you, his kids like, CJ, I'll come over. I was like, we will have pizza together. He was like, yeah. Like they came to my family reunion.
Oh, I love it.
Girl, he was like, can I eat? You better eat before my mother kills you, sir.
I love this yin and yang.
Thank you.
I love him. So, okay. So now you guys have to guess my best kills.
Yes.
Okay.
We're both going to guess.
Let's go.
Okay, ready? Okay, Maggie Peterson's death. So that's the first one.
Okay.
Chucky hits her with the hammer, causing her to fall out the window. You all know that. She fell on the parked car. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it was so weird that the Seventh Heaven lady just walks past the murder into her house to go check. No, never does she notice it.
I love that.
Yeah,
I was going to do like irony scenes, but I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Best kills.
We didn't talk about that, but I was like, that was a very chill reaction to that.
It was.
The Dr. Death Bishop, Chucky uses a voodoo doll to break Dr. John's limbs, ultimately kills him, stabbing the doll. Yeah. And Eddie Caputo, when he traps his former partner by turning on the gas and setting off the explosion. And like just obliterating Eddie.
Man. You know what you did that was really smart? I don't know if it was intentional or not. You did not mention the doctor death, which I thought was like the biggest one. And maybe you were like, I'm not going to do the obvious.
I mean, Dr. Death, that's the.
Oh, no. The psychiatrist.
Yeah. No.
Oh, those are. So that was in my head. I was like, that's going to be the one no matter what. But that didn't even make the list. So would you like to go first or would you like.
You can go first. I'm going to guess something is saying the Eddie Caputo death. I'm going to guess Eddie Caputo.
Okay, what you going with?
You know?
I was thinking the babysitter, but I'm going to go with Eddie Caputo. It's hard, but...
Yeah, because I didn't find that one that interesting. But I'm not CJ. I'm in the event that you're incorrect, even though I kind of feel like you might be correct. I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to go with the babysitter death.
Okay. And
what if we're both wrong?
We probably are. And what is the verdict?
It was the Eddie.
Okay, look at you knowing your friend well. Okay.
I enjoyed that scene very much.
I know.
Because he blew his ass.
Because he blew his ass. I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, it felt like out of place. Like it did. I mean, technically it wasn't. It was but the explosion, it took me out a little bit. But
I loved it.
Definitely took them out.
So
okay,
Drew's in the lead.
Yeah, we're at 3-1, which means you better get 2 points next week.
Well, she's coming back.
Yeah, she's gonna be back.
She's coming back.
I'm excited. So, I love this.
Thank you guys for tuning in, joining us on one of our spooky, scary. We don't know if the doll will be here next week. Maybe we don't.
I mean, she might be. She might be on a killing spree.
What would be really funny is if she wasn't, but then she walks right in.
But then she comes in on her own.
Great, it'd be great. If you've never seen Child's Play, go ahead. This was the one we reviewed, the original one. Go ahead and review that one. You ain't got to look at the other ones if you want to. You can. I would stop at Bride of Chucky, and then that would be it for me. But just Child's Play. Have a good time. Thank you, Danae. You're coming back.
Yeah. I want to come back.
Okay.
We'll see you next week / after we hit record.
Yep. And just make sure you live your life a quarter mile at a time, guys. We'll see you next time. Oh. Before I do that, let me take that back.
Oh, don't live your life a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, because we got to give a shout out to our sponsors, D&D Apparel. Shout out to you.
Yes.
And where can they find you?
You can find me on socials at On the Rocks BNA.
Okay.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It is.
She's one of the best bartenders in the city, actually.
That's cool.
Thank you.
So, so she's all over the city and globe and stuff. So, make sure you check her out. Make sure you check us out. We're on all streaming platforms except X because no.
No.
No. But once again, shout out to our sponsor. And if you want to be a sponsor, just go ahead. Download it, let us know, drop a link, drop a comment, say, hey, I want to sponsor you guys, and you will all get shout out. You will be shout out on our social medias, and you'll get like a little fun thing.
Who knows? We may even just work with your brand and make reels for you. You should.
I know, right?
We're gym creeps. We were in a mini series.
Exactly. So let us know. And now you live your life a quarter mile at a time. All right, peace, guys.
See ya.
Bye.